Welcome to this episode of the Bass Pro Shop's Fisherman's Handbook. On this show, we'll highlight various products available from the top brands in the industry that'll make you a better angler and enhance your fishing experience. We'll start looking at a variety of marine electronics from Garmin that'll help you find and get to the fish.
You know, the Garmin family of products that you can put on your boat, put on your wrist for sports, take out in the field hunting, training, whatever it may be, is world class. They've got a team of engineers that is above all. I mean, I'm just so impressed and blown away by what they can build. But when I look at my boat, primarily, I mean, it starts with my trolling motor right here behind me. It's easy to use. It's connected to everything on my boat electronically so that I can update it if they've got questions or changes that have come out. Then as I break it down even further, my mapping, it allows me to all the detail that I need on any body of water, whether it's a new one or a body of water that I've been fishing for years. I can adjust my water levels. I can adjust the detail. I can get 3D looks at it. I mean, everything in the mapping is world class. You look at all the different sonar models, whether you're trying to look out to the side of your boat, you're trying to look through a traditional model, you're trying to look at it from a clear aspect. You can use all kinds of different combos to be able to set your units up how you want, whether you're a guy that likes one big 16-inch unit or you're a guy that likes a pair of units. All of that data is just right there, and you can set it up so easily at the touch of a button for your own personal usage. And then as you take that further and break it down into the different LiveScope aspects, I mean, now you're able to identify individual targets, what's under your boat, what's not in the area at a moment's notice. It's all live feedback. That may be all crappie. Look at all of them. Garmin LiveScope, basically, it tells me what's happening live under my boat at that time, or in front of my boat, or wherever I have my transducer pointed. That's the unique aspect when you start talking about LiveScope. It basically allows me to identify everything that's going on. And I've always used this analogy of there's an eagle sitting up on a tree. If you ever watch an eagle sitting on a tree, his head's constantly moving, he's looking for things, he's looking for targets to eat, he's looking for threats, he's trying to identify everything. That's what you're doing with a LiveScope transducer attached to your trolling motor. You're scanning around, you're looking for targets, you're looking for fish, you're looking for your bait, you're looking for drop-offs, you're looking for rocks, brush piles, anything that's out there. It's going to show up on your screen, and it's going to allow you to be able to determine, is that a target I want to throw to? What bait do I want to throw to? And then even more than that, it's going to tell you how the fish react. And as you learn how fish react to your bait or not react to your bait, it's going to help you present different baits to be more successful in catching them.
This feels right.
Got him. I was just sitting there watching him. This feels big. He's out. And, oh, yeah. It's pretty big.
Yeah.
I mean, that was amazing. That's a nice one, isn't it?
Way to go, Clark. Way to go.
Oh, that's a big fish.
That's a big one.
That's a monster.
Garmin's LiveScope will help make you a better angler simply by being able to identify things that are in that area and how they're reacting. I've been on bodies of water where there's been so many returns of fish around me that I was like, surely I'm going to catch them here. But what I learned was those weren't bass. And through LiveScope and how they reacted to my baits, how they reacted to presentations, how they related to structure and cover, it made me a better angler to understand at this time of the year those returns that I've gotten in the past on my traditional sonar weren't bass. They were another species. Now as I look at it further, I can pull into an area and I can quickly identify that something's there or something's not. And then I can begin to choose baits to see how they react to it. And what you'll find, honestly, there's a lot more fish out there that just simply don't bite. And we've got to figure out that magic recipe to be able to make those fish bite. Sit there and watch you swim around and come back over there and eat it. I mean, we're literally drop shotting now in about 20 to 40 foot of water over these trees. And you can see these trees as we go along, and you'll see the fish just kind of swim around at different angles, and every now and then we get, you know, one to bite it. And it's total vertical fishing with the Garmin LiveScope. I've always believed there's no magic sauce when it comes to setting up my LiveScope transducer. And by that, I mean, I've gotten emails, people at the boat ramp, text messages, talk to me at the boat show. How do I set up my Garmin? What are the best settings? Obviously, you should know. You've worked with Garmin forever. Well, what I found in talking to the engineers, working with them when we've set up my boats for different field testing situations, and my own personal experience, which is a lot of hours on the water, you got to really set it up best for where you're fishing and how you are going to fish. I like a grid. Some people don't like a grid on there. Some people like one color, I like a different color. Some people may run their gain in the 60s, I like to run my gain in the 70s. Some people zoom in, some people zoom out. Some people turn certain things on, some people turn certain things off. The reality is how that unit comes exactly out of the box is good enough for most people in the world. I like to tweak a few things while I'm on the water. I think it benefits me in the usage that I like to do with it. And if I ever feel like I've got it totally out of whack and it's not doing what I need it to do, I can just hit restore sonar defaults. That's gonna go right back to how I got it out of the box, and then I can tweak it however I need it. And at the end of the day, I always tell people, don't be afraid to touch the buttons on this thing. Don't be afraid to adjust it. If you run into a problem, the Garmin support team is phenomenal. They're going to help you out, and restore sonar defaults is always going to be your friend to get it back to just as good as it was when you started. That's one big fish down there.
Yeah, it is.
Uh-oh. Speaking of that.
You can see him coming up. It's a pretty good one. Whatever you caught, you could watch it coming up.
Yeah. I hope it's crappie.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
'Cause that was a big line coming up. If that's a crappie, it's a 2.5 pound. Holy cow, look at the size of that thing. Holy cow, Jim, that's a giant.
Wow.
That's a good one. Garmin's LiveScope is not just for a bass fisherman. This is a multi-species unit here that defines so much and gives so much feedback to everybody. Whether you're crappie fishing through the ice, bluegill fishing through the ice, walleye fishing through the ice, fishing for walleye out of a boat on grass lines, whether you're looking for redfish, tarpon, bass, I mean, catfish, whatever it may be, Garmin's LiveScope is going to be able to help you identify the targets, identify the fish, identify the bait fish, identify the depths that the fish are in, and how they respond and react to your bait and your presentation. The full lineup of Garmin products is top notch. I mean, when you look at the engineering team up there, the commitment to what they build, the feedback that they get from anglers of all species to be able to help them put all that into, you know, the boxes that we use on the water, it's amazing. You know, our trolling motors are basically indestructible out there. Our Garmin units, whether it's on a kayak or an offshore boat, they're designed to be able to respond at a moment's touch for people no matter what they're looking. Whether you're just trying to determine how deep the water is or you're trying to figure out the species of fish that's around you and how to make them bite, Garmin just has a product line that it's second to none in my opinion.
Welcome back to this episode of the Bass Pro Shops Fisherman's Handbook. The fishing industry is ever evolving. Each year, companies release new baits and innovative products to take your game to the next level. Let's look now at several new products released at ICAST in Orlando, Florida.
Hey guys, Danny Thompson from Garmin Marine, and I'm on the water today with the brand new Kraken Trolling Motor. This is our new motor with a lot of great features built in. You can actually see it's got an LED light indicator right here on top. So it allows us in the evening or in the darkness to be able to see where this trolling motor's facing. When we're out there sniping those fish and trying to watch our LiveScope, we're able to see it easily from the head of the trolling motor. It does have great cable management. You can see we've got our cables run right from the head of the motor down through the shaft here. So you're able to easily be able to control all those wires and you're not pinching them in the motor. It's a pivot style motor, so I can actually deploy the motor simply by pushing that button, dropping the motor right in, and it sets right in place. So great, easy use as you're taking it up or deploying it and stowing that trolling motor. So right on the base of the trolling motor, we've actually got a lot of features built in. We've got the power button right here now. We've got the anchor lock mode or the anchor lock button right here on the base of the trolling motor. So you're able to go into that anchor lock position right from the trolling motor. We've got an indicator light here with the different speeds. You can see we're at about half throttle right now. We've got a battery indicator, our service indicator, if the transducer was on, and heading hold, all built right into the base of that trolling motor. To stow the motor, it's just pivots, typical pivot style, where we hit our button right here. The motor is going to automatically turn to the side that you need it, and we just pull it in right like that. It's gonna lock into place, which works awesome. And then we do have this accessory that we offer from Garmin, which is gonna be a stabilizer where we can drop that motor right into the stabilizer so that it doesn't get that head bouncing around when we're in rough water. So one of the great things about the Kraken Trolling Motor is obviously the brushless motor. This is gonna give us a ton of power and efficiency, so we're able to stay on the water and be able to manage big boats like this big center console that we're in today. The other thing I gotta show you quick, let me stow the motor. We've got something on this trolling motor that's called our gesture mode. And so it's an ability to steer this motor. We've got this gesture mode button right here. So if I hold that button down and as I turn this remote, wherever I turn that remote, this trolling motor is gonna go to. So it gives us a fast, smooth operation for steering that versus having to use a foot pedal or use the actual arrows to turn it left and right. So gesture mode is a really cool feature built right into the Kraken Trolling Motor. You know, so one great feature is the wireless foot pedal. So this thing actually can operate on AA batteries, or we can hardwire it in, but it's a wireless foot pedal. So we can bring this out of the bow of the boat into the back of the boat if we're in rough water and that kind of stuff. It's got all the features from the anchor lock, the heading hold, all the stuff that you would want to be able to use is also right here on the wireless foot pedal. So you've got a lot of options for controlling this Kraken Trolling Motor, the foot pedal being one of them, the remote being one of them, and then also your chart plotter. This is the brand new Kraken Trolling Motor from Garmin. If you want to get more information on the Kraken Trolling Motor, be sure to check out Garmin's website and get any of the details or information you want on the brand new Kraken Trolling Motor.
Welcome back to the Bass Pro Shop's Fisherman's Handbook. For years now, we've seen host Wade Middleton throw SPRO crankbaits and frogs all across the country and catch plenty of bass. New from SPRO this go-around are several jigs and a topwater bait that you're going to want to check out.
Got him. Oh, maybe not. A little bass out there schooling. I'll be throwing a big new walking bait by SPRO. He's not a big one, but he bit like he was 5-pounder. Go back there and grow up, buddy.
I want to introduce to you another bait in the Scentsation lineup, and this is the Walking Haint 125.
This is a topwater walking style bait, but it's got a couple things that it does actually a little bit different. This bait, you can cast it extremely well. You can throw it very far in the back of some of these pockets where these shad are. It's got a very subtle action to it. It's got a very snappy walk, so it snaps back and forth, and you can make it look very aggressive like it's a fleeing bait fish.
So the 125 is the size. It's 125 millimeters long, and it's got, if you listen, a really loud rattle to it. I like that in a topwater bait. For me, it just draws a little bit extra aggression from those fish, and they're going to be able to come find it. Just like all the SPRO baits, it's going to come equipped with 3 super sharp, super sticky Gamakatsu hooks. Make sure you check it out, the Walking Haint 125.
Surprising. That's why you throw it something jumping or something feeding. You never know what it's going to be. This is a little 12-inch bass, but I saw them out there and I really kind of figured it was going to be a striper, but it wasn't. And there may be 2 or 3 of them because several of them jumped on it. I'm gonna throw back out there schooling and on something.
Last year, we heard from SPRO Pro Chris Johnston as he debuted the Outsider lineup of crankbaits, along with a variety of other lures. This year, Chris joins us to introduce a flipping jig that he helped to design.
I just want to show you something I've been working on with SPRO for a little bit, and I think we finally perfected it. It's the CJ flipping jig, and it's a little bit of a unique jig. It's got a different style head, and I love it. I can use it flipping grass. Milfoil is what I love to do back home, but I can also throw it into timber, flip brush, docks. It stands up on its head pretty good, and it's a very versatile jig. But what I really love about it, it's compact and small. So I started out throwing mini jigs back home, caught a ton of largemouth and smallmouth on it, and I started using them down south, Florida, Gunnersville, all these places, and it just seemed to work everywhere. So I've taken that design and brought it to SPRO, and this is what we come up with. Variety of different colors, lots of different head sizes, and this thing catches fish.
From topwaters and jigs, we move to soft plastic baits. Big Bite Baits recently introduced its Scentsation soft plastic formula, and now they're expanding the bait offerings in this lineup.
Hey guys, Michael Neal here with Big Bite Baits. As much pressure as these fish seem like they're getting anymore, I think any advantage you can get over the next guy is just a big advantage for you. Scent is one of those that really in the soft plastic industry the last few years has made a big push. And Big Bite did that with the Scentsation lineup of baits. Most of those were in the smallmouth lineups, but this year we've came out with 2 new additions. One is for smallmouth mostly, and another one's for largemouth. First, we got the 3.5-inch Sensation tube. This thing is available in a wide variety of colors, whether you're trying to mimic a goby, a crawfish, or whatever it is. Just a tried and true shape with a Sensation plastic that the scent is actually mixed into the plastic and poured in with it. It's not an additive, so you never have to worry about these baits drying out on your deck or wearing out really quickly. The second, we've got the Sensation stick. This is a 5-inch stick bait. We've had the trick stick for a long time. We've caught a ton of fish on those. This is just a spin off of that. It's a little bit softer plastic, as you can see. It's going to have a little more action, a little bit faster fall. Again, built in with that Sensation plastic. So make sure you check out these 2 in the whole Sensation lineup from Big Bite Baits.
Welcome back to this episode of the Bass Pro Shops Fisherman's Handbook. Sunline is constantly working to improve current products, as well as introduce the new styles to help you land more fish. Professional angler David Walker introduces us to a new fluorocarbon leader material from Sunline.
Leader material. Now, anybody that's done any bass fishing over the years and knows the benefits of using a braided line on your spinning equipment, and then you use a fluorocarbon leader. This year, Sunline really came and stepped up the plate, and we've got tapered leaders. Now, if you're a fly fisherman, they all know about tapered leaders and stuff, but for the bass fishing market, a lot of this might be new to you. The advantages of a tapered leader are really, the best one is where you tie the knot from your braided line to your fluorocarbon. That bigger line really does a better job of holding on that knot. So you got a bigger line, where your knot is, and then down there where the fish, where the lure is, where the action is there, the fish are still seeing that small diameter of the 8-pound test. Now, so for me, I mean, that is critical, because so many times that knot there can be a little bit difficult to tie, and with that little bit larger size on that leader really makes that a lot easier deal. So comes in a lot of varieties, from 12-pound test all the way up to a 60-pound test leader. So the saltwater guys are going to be excited about this, and of course the bass fishermen as well. So if you haven't seen it yet, check it out, the Sunline new fluorocarbon tapered leaders.
TH Marine offers a complete lineup of products designed to outfit your boat from transom to trolling motor. Conservation and fish care are also key initiatives for the company. And TH Marine offers a whole set of products to help tournament anglers keep their fish alive.
Luke Duncan here in the TH Marine booth, and at TH Marine we take fish care very serious. We have developed a line of products for many years to ensure your bass swim off at the end of the day after you weigh them in the tournament. The oxygenator is going to mount in the bottom of your live well. It's going to actually use the molecules that are inside the water to create its own oxygen. It's been a fantastic product for us for many years. With that, we developed G-Juice. Now, this is basically like Gatorade for fish, so it's going to get their electrolytes right. It has an anticoagulant in it, so we've all caught those fish, especially in the summertime. You're dragging a Carolina rig, you're throwing a big worm, you get a fish that's hooked in the tongue, and they start bleeding. The anticoagulant in G-Juice will actually clot that and stop the bleeding, and actually will save those fish. It's a product that you should not fish in the summertime without having it in your boat. This combination of the oxygenator and G-Juice is a must if you are a tournament bass fisherman.
That'll do it for this episode of the Bass Pro Shops Fisherman's Handbook. We hope that you learned about the new gear, baits, and techniques that'll help you on your next fishing adventure. Thanks for watching. And we'll see you next time. This has been a Carico TV production.